Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca. Also, I am doing in-person readings in Herkimer, New York. Google that if you want to, Herkimer, New York. If you're close to there, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll give you details. Also, if you're interested in getting a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. That being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. This reading is valid for whenever you come to them. What do we have for Capricorn? I don't know why it's just dawning on me right now. Your card showed up in Virgo's reading. Not that you're dealing with a Virgo, but I did notice that. But I don't know why we're talking about it now. But in case it matters, if you have some type of Virgo connection going on, if you have your moon in Virgo, or if you're just a Virgo person you're dealing with, it may be of importance. Is a new phase coming? Is something coming in? This is Capricorn. Is something coming in? I do feel like something is showing up. Whatever it is, I keep feeling like I'm referencing the past. Whatever it is, something is trying to come in, but I feel like however this happened before, I feel like I tried to be open to it. It seemed like it should have made sense, but it was a problem. And I feel like I did a lot of work, I did a lot of effort, and the last time something like this happened, it just didn't work like I thought it was going to work. And because of the last reference, I don't know why my table is open a little bit. Because of the last situation, I do have an issue with this because I'm just like the analogy I'm getting is like maybe it's a relative or a friend even is started dating somebody, something like that. Could be. It's just an analogy. Or it could be a work situation. Somebody else is coming into the fold, and it's kind of like, I don't really want to put in all this effort to try to make this work when I don't even know if this is going to make sense. I don't even know if this person's going to last more than 2 days, let alone 2 years. And I don't want to put in all that effort, and then it's like, for what? The thing is, this situation, you were fully well aware that it could last, it might not last. If I put in the effort and it lasts, I'll be kind of glad I did. If I put in the effort and it doesn't, I'll be like kind of annoyed that I did. But I also feel like I've done this so many times and it's been for nothing, for nothing, for nothing. I feel kind of worn out with it. I'm getting an analogy. I got to be careful how I share it, though. It's just kind of like, certain people cycle through partners, and it's kind of like you try to give them the best chance, and then all of a sudden, they love them, then they hate them. They love them, then they hate them. It's like, I don't want to get to like somebody, and then it turns out you don't like them. It's like, come on. I feel like I'm trying to sort it out. I'm putting in a lot of work a lot of mental energy is going into this. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I'm like, I really don't want to invest in somebody again just to have it thrown out later by somebody else. You are able to get along. It's coming in. The world came in it's here, but it's also on the dice. It's definitely coming in. I feel like I don't have to be best friends with this energy. I don't have to be like best friends. I don't have to be like best buddies. But I feel like you can definitely put a positive energy on it. For whatever reason, however this is adding in, I do feel like you have been putting best foot forward. You've been trying to make that energy gel. You've been trying to make it work. You've been doing the best you can with it. And it's kind of like, I'm sick of doing this, and it just doesn't matter long term. And I feel like I'm frustrated with it. And it's kind of like I have to balance this out a little bit. Because I feel like Capricorn's energy, typically they invest. People, situations, whatever it is. It's kind of like I put in for a reason because I expect it to pay back later. I put in energy because I expect to get back energy. It's like there's a push to receive a pull, like give to get, give to get. You're not just here just to give for fun. That's just not a Capricorn thing. So there's some random energy with this, whoever this is, whatever this is coming in. There is some randomness to it, which I feel like makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. Kind of like, I'm going to be careful with how I say this, but even if it does last, I'm not even sure I want it to. I'm kind of like, I could try to like this energy, person, situation, but in truth, I'm not even sure I really do. Which makes it even more of a thing, especially if it's somebody like in the family, for example, you know, coming into the situation, maybe they married in or whatever, or even a work situation that you're going to stay at for a long time. It's kind of like, if this one sticks and I don't really care for them, I really got to put the effort in now. I feel like I got to put the effort in now. If I don't really care for this energy, if I don't put the effort in now, it's going to be very apparent down the road that I don't care for this. So I got to like try to like this person. I don't know that I want to, but I'm like, maybe I should try to like them. Maybe I should try to find something where I like them, because it looks like just my luck, though, this is the one that'll stick. Okay, so, is it? What is this? What is that? You got the Five of Pentacles off to the side. Other people might be backing off too. That could be a problem. Other people are backing off. This might be your moment to shine. I don't think of Capricorn as doing this typically. Other people usually come in and they kind of like do the main when it comes to, especially whatever this new thing is. Other people kind of do the main stuff. Capricorn watches, makes a decision, and kind of adds in with the support until they're ready to make a decision. Once you've made a decision, okay, then we do stuff, and then we make things happen, then we make choices. Usually in the beginning, and take it with a grain of salt. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But Capricorn, like, you're involved, but you kind of hold back. And you're like, what's that? What's this? Let me see. How's that playing out? Okay, this is what I see of that. This is what I see of this. All right, this is how I see it going. This is what I want. This is what I'll do. It's a thought out process. Other people usually kind of go in, they're like, you know, the happy wagon, if you will. I don't know if that's the way I should say that. You know, oh, you're the new neighbors. Yay. Woohoo. Everybody else is doing that. And you're like, I'll show up to the party, but I'm not playing in it. You know, I'll bring some cookies. I'm just going to hold to the back and see how this person actually does mesh in with everybody else. It's usually Capricorn. This is one of those moments where you get to shine and you get to be the front runner. I'm not saying you want to do that, but this could be a moment where you could really pull ahead of the pack. It's just, this isn't like the normal Capricorn energy. And I'm saying this is like, there's a lot of Capricorns in my family. Like, there's a lot of them. I'm not used to seeing this from that Capricorn energy. Although I could think of one that would. I can think of just one, but there's a lot of them. I can think of just one that would. The trick is to kind of like not put a lot into it. This is a page energy, right? Yeah. Not to put a lot into it, but kind of go into it. Put something out there that you're willing, whatever you're willing to do, not a crazy amount, but put something out there positive, like say it's a new neighbor in the neighborhood. Get something going. Get 5 or 6 other people. We're all just going to go over, say hello. Let's plan a date. Let's, somebody does anybody have a phone number for this person? Maybe we can all just get together for like an hour. We'll just go over, have a couple little refreshments. I'll bring cookies. You can bring whatever. Well, I'll bring a little something just to like welcome them to the area. Just a quick hour thing. And then that'll be that. Just a little something. It's not like the worst thing in the world. This might be your moment though. For some reason, this might trigger something in your favor, because I don't feel like it's a crazy amount to invest. It may be out of your comfort zone, and it may be like, I don't know if I really want to do that, but it may actually put you above the head. The thing is, I feel like there's this opportunity showing up, and you could either block it or you could go with it. Are you actually starting it, or is it somebody else's idea and you're kind of like, it could be somebody else's idea and you're kind of like, all right, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do it. Just do it. I feel like it's kind of like, I don't want to think about it. It's not that big of a deal. Let's just do it and just see what happens. You could block it though. That seems to be a challenge. Your knee-jerk reaction would be like, I'm not doing that. The other option is to kind of support it, but like just kind of like not a big deal, like not a big deal version. Like I feel like that's where I'm doing like a new neighbor. I'll make cookies. Fine. I'll be there for an hour, and I feel like that's also like, y'all might want to hang out all afternoon. I'm gonna give an hour, and it's kind of like either I have or I'm going to schedule something after this. Like, oh, hour's up. I got something I gotta do. Gotta go. Aunt Beatrice needs me to pick up the milk for her. Gotta go. Sorry. Whatever it is, told her I'd do it. I get that it's like something about this is like making it happen. If you don't push it forward, it doesn't seem to happen. Other people seem to be recoiling too, but it's kind of like, for some reason, you could be the shining star, and it doesn't mean like you're the focal point, but you're getting it going forward. And it's kind of like, let's just find out what this is up. What's up with this? Let's find out what's up with this. Instead of letting it just kind of sit there, let's kind of go in a little bit and just see what's there. Like, it's kind of like looking at this, like there's a new store. It's kind of like, instead of us just walking by going, I wonder what's in there, let's just get together, go in, find out what's there, and just a quick walk around, and we can talk about it later. Just that way we know what's actually in there. Just one of those odd stores where you're like, that's a weird name for a store. I wonder what that's about. Then you just kind of go in there and go, oh, okay, it's workout supplies. That's what it is. Oh, okay, that's fine. I didn't know from that name what that actually was. Okay, cool. That type of thing. I feel like this is awkward because I just don't think of Capricorn doing that, but this is how the reading is going, so I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. This energy might be more compatible with you than you realize. I don't mean like it's going to be like, oh, now we did this little thing and we're best buds. I'm not saying that. But it might kind of like, this person might get like a taste of who you are and go, I'd like to know Capricorn a little bit more. I wonder what's going on there. They might actually be more warm to you. The way you kind of go in but kind of pull back, especially with this situation, if you're a part of it, you kind of get it going. And then if Capricorn wants to be nice, you can definitely be nice. That if you've made up your mind that's what it's going to be, then that's what it's going to be. I feel like there's something about the way you handle things that they kind of relate to, and they might kind of like warm up to you quicker than other people. And I feel like this is something where it maybe this person or situation is very guarded, but seems to, the way you handle yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, something is giving them the idea like, I don't know about this group of people, but let me see if I could talk with Capricorn a little bit more. They seem a little bit more down to earth. They don't seem as pushy as others do in this situation, and I don't like pushy. This might be one of those people also who, when people are a little bit too, hey, hi, they might be like, oh God, no. You know what I mean? When people are like, yay, hey, hi, how you doing? How you doing? People are like, some certain people are like, hey, no, too much, too fast, too much, too fast. Capricorn tends to roll with that, kind of like, no, don't be all a circus clown here. We don't need that. Capricorn tends to not like that, and Capricorn, in my opinion, tends to not be like that. So if you're more reserved and more pulled back, and you're like, pleasant, have a cookie, we're good, they might be like, you're more chill. I like your more chill energy. I like that you're more reserved. maybe we can be friends. Maybe we can talk a little. Maybe I can, just say hello, and we don't have to worry about you going crazy like a circus clown like some of these other people. Let's see if we can get to know. This person might have a very guarded, like, I don't let everybody into my life. I don't like sharing everything in my life. I just don't like that. And the way you handle yourself, they respect and enjoy that. Your flavor might be exactly what works for them. That way, being that front runner might bring somebody into your life that is more compatible to the way you like things done. I don't think you're going to be best friends overnight, but this might be somebody that you actually match with more than you expect to. It'll be like a build over time, more over time, more over time, which usually is what Capricorn likes. Capricorn likes slow and stable, typically. Not always, but typically. This person, I feel like they need somebody to believe in this situation. And the way you handle yourself, the way you go into things, the way you're kind of like, well, we'll test it a little bit, and then we'll pull back. We'll test it a little bit more, then we'll pull back. They are very comfortable with that. To them, that makes better sense. And by having this connection with you, you might be able to translate into the rest of this situation what actually works here and what actually doesn't. You might actually be somebody who advises this person or situation. Kind of like, I know what you want. Here's how I would go about it. You don't have to do it that way, but this is how I would do it. And this is what would be comfortable for me, so maybe that'll work for you. You might be that type of advisor for this person. It might be a good connection. If it's a person, of course. If it's situational, then it'll match out however it needs to match out. Are we good? All right. I think we're done, so I'm going to shut it down here. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.